You are developing a newsletter to promote your new business, a photography studio. The newsletter is designed to promote the studio and to provide information on basics of photography. You plan to develop an attractive, nicely formatted document that reflects well on your business and encourages people to call on you for their photography needs. Because serif font, such as Times New Roman, is appropriate for printed documents, you change the font of the newsletter. Press Ctrl-A to select all text in the document, and then adjust the font and font size to produce a more attractive document. The mini toolbar is positioned near selected text, providing quick access to common formatting options. In this case, you apply italics to the selection. The same formatting options are available on the Home tab. In fact, the Home tab contains more formatting choices than the mini toolbar, but it's not as conveniently located. The font dialog box provides even more font formatting choices than those available on the Home tab. Although some choices, such as bold, are located on the Home tab as well as in the font dialog box, others, such as small caps, are only available in the dialog box. Press Ctrl+N to move to the end of the document. Emphasize text by applying text effects and adjusting font size. Changing font color is a simple way to draw attention to the text and to prepare a color-coordinated document. Press Ctrl-Home to move to the beginning of the document. Just as you highlight text in a book, you can use Word's Highlight tool to highlight text in a Word document. Word's spelling check identifies possible spelling and grammatical errors. However, you should always proofread a document for mistakes, including usage errors that Word might miss. It is always a good idea to perform a spell check before you close your document. The lines of the newsletter are a bit close, so you adjust line spacing to improve the appearance and readability. Paragraph alignment selections enable you to adjust paragraph text so that it lines up on the left, right, center, or, as in this case, evenly aligned at both the left and right margins. In addition, you can increase the space shown after each selected paragraph so that it is clear where one paragraph ends and another begins. Changing the alignment of single lines of text sets them apart, drawing attention to them. Special indents, including first line, adjust the indentation of one or more paragraphs. This is often done to better identify the beginning of paragraphs, thus improving readability. You can include special indents, such as hanging or first line, by selecting from the paragraph dialog box. In addition to using the paragraph dialog box, you can also reposition an indent setting of a selected paragraph by dragging a marker along the horizontal ruler. In this case, you drag the first line indent marker. You plan to include the studio hours at the end of the newsletter, positioned in a way to draw the attention of potential clients. Before typing the information, you clear formatting so that the text effect formatting from the line above is not carried over to the next line. You select a font and font size that will make your studio hours easy to read. You set a left tab at 1 inch and a right tab at 5.5 inches to accommodate the studio hours that you will type next. You modify the right tab to include dot leaders, much like those you see on a restaurant menu, between a food item and its price. Dot leaders help draw a reader's eye from one item to the next. After typing Monday, leave a space before and after the dash. Dot leaders display when you type text at the right tab stop. To draw attention to the studio hours, you shade and border them. Select the border setting, line style, and border color to set apart the studio hours. In addition, shading lends a colored tint to the background of the studio hours. At several points in the newsletter, you include either a list of items or a sequence of steps. Bullets help identify lists, while numbers are often used to delineate steps in a process. Numbering sequential items clearly identifies them as steps. When you decrease the indent, you move the numbered items to the left margin. Bullets identify lists of items that are in no particular sequence. In this case, you draw attention to factors that affect the quality of photographs. You click Decrease Indent in the paragraph group again to move the selected text to the left margin. To apply the most recently selected bullet, you simply click Bullets without specifying a bullet type. You click Decrease Indent in the paragraph group again to move the bullets to the left margin. You have begun to format a newsletter that will help publicize your new business. Using text and paragraph formatting, you improve the readability of the document. Listing studio hours in a tabbed arrangement with borders and shading helps you inform your readers of your availability. Finally, bullets and numbering draw attention to items and sequential information in the newsletter. You have made an excellent start in preparing an impressive newsletter.